Hey, what's up everyone? So I'm continuing my horror themed reviews, and this time it will be the School Trilogy, brought to you by Tartan Asian Extreme. This is basically a bundle set of the first 3 movies in the School Trilogies. It's also known as the Horrors in Ghost Schools, or Ghost School Horrors, but originally they are called the Whispering Corridors series. All these movies involve a supernatural element involved in a all-private girls' school. Anyways, I'll leave my thoughts on the movies after I do the show and tell. Here's the front of the bulky box. Let's take a look at the back of the box and read the details. Whispering Corridors. Widely credited with starting the Asian horror explosion, it is the highest grossing Korean horror film of all time. At a seemingly normal private all-girls school, a teacher is found dead, and circumstances that inextricably link both the past and present are revealed. As the body count rises, the memories of the death unleashes the echoes of ghosts. Memento Mori, the highly popular sequel to Whisper Corridors. Mina discovers a shared diary at her school, and soon the allure of the secret diary begins to take over. When one of the diary's writers is found dead from an apparent suicide, rumors spread and she begins to feel a strange presence. Written in the journal Memento Mori, Remember the Dead. Wishing Stairs, the 3rd chapter in the School Trilogy. It is the number 5 highest grossing Korean horror film of all time. First Korean film by a female director, Jae Yeon-yin. Legend has it, if you climb the 28 stairs leading to the school dormitory and count each step out loud, a 29th step will appear and a spirit will grant you a wish. If your intentions are honorable, your wish can be a blessing of good fortune. But at this high school, where jealousy and paranoia reigns, malicious wishes are about to unleash an unspeakable evil. On the inside, we have a bonus disc which has some cool features. Here's what I'll do. I'll show off the individual DVD and share my thoughts and move on to the next movie afterwards. So here's the cover to Whispering Corridors. Quoted by Mandy Apple, a fascinating psychological ghost mystery whodunit thriller suspense story. On the back, let's read the details. Life is what you expected for young teenagers in this seemingly normal private all-girls school until a past alumni returns as a teacher. She strikes up a new friendship with 2 different students and a horrific course of events ensue. A teacher is found dead, apparently having committed suicide, and circumstances that inextricably links both past and present are unveiled. As the body count rises, the memories of the deaths unleashes the echoes of ghosts down the corridors. The DVD extras are new releases for Tartan Asian Extreme, English and Spanish subtitles, and a photo gallery. On the inside, we have the DVD and the pamphlet. On the inside, we got the chapter select menu, and on the back, we have other movies from Tartan Asian Extreme. So in case you're interested in some other movies, check these titles out. So yeah, this movie was okay. Just like the synopsis says, people are getting killed at this school, and at first it doesn't look like a supernatural element. It looks more like one of the students were out for the kills, but there's more to the plot. I feel like I'll be spoiling the story if I go further. The story reminds me a lot of The Grudge, and no, I don't mean there's a vengeful spirit as a girl with long hair on the loose, but the premise is nearly the same. Once you see the revelation in the end of the film, you will understand what I mean. I'll just say this, it has the same ingredients. Someone gets killed in the beginning, there's a mystery surrounding the death, then there's flashbacks to develop the plot, and then everything goes back in full circle to reveal everything. I think this movie is definitely worth checking out. It's not the best Asian horror movie I've seen, but it definitely has an impact since it has sequels to back it up. And here we have Memento Mori. I actually mentioned this movie on my Horror Stories movie review. Anyways, the tagline states that some secrets should never be revealed. On the back it says that Memento Mori is frightening in the way that the others or Sixth Sense should have been, quoted by eCredit.com. On the synopsis it says, Mina discovers a shared diary and is soon fascinated to learn that 2 people she thought to be close friends have in fact begun a forbidden romance at her school. She finds herself unable to tear her eyes away from the literally page-turning high school drama of her classmates' lives, and the allures of the secret diary begins to take over. When one of the diary's writers is found dead from an apparent suicide, rumors spread and Mina begins to feel a strange presence. The once tranquil school is transformed to a place of morbid terror, as if the words written in the journal, Memento Mori, remember the dead, have come to life. The special features are the making of the featurettes, a music video, English and Spanish subtitles, trailers, and a photo gallery. On the inside we have the DVD, and there's also the DVD pamphlet with the chapter selects menu. And on the back we have some interesting movies to check out. Alright, so in this movie, I'm not gonna lie, the pace of the story starts off quite slow, but I understand why it was slow. Simply, it was to introduce the two girls being outcast from their classmates. However, the movie gets interesting in the 30-minute mark when a girl commits suicide. Anyways, once the content of the diary is revealed, the movie gets really good. I understand why the movie became so popular. There's something about Asian horror films and where the plot is like a puzzle, and then it pieces together with a great turn of events. A good example of this is the movie Oldboy, and I should do a review on that movie one day. The movie for the most part seems like a drama film than a horror film in my opinion. But I think this movie in the late 90s is what made an impact on the Korean cinematic culture, where taboo topics like teen suicide, gay relationships, the Korean education system were censored. But this movie made an impact. It starts slow, but definitely worth checking out. The last DVD is Wishing Stairs, and the tagline states, "Watch your step." I'll give you a moment to check out the cover. On the back, it's quoted that the full complement of breathy, atmospheric, and sudden shocks by variety and exceptional performances quoted by Horror Express. As it states that this is the third film in the terrifying Ghost School Trilogy. The synopsis says, legend has it, if you climb the 28 stairs leading to the school dormitory and count each step out loud, a 29th step will appear and a spirit will grant you a wish. If your intentions are honorable, your wish can be a blessing of good fortune. But at this high school where jealousy and paranoia reign supreme, malicious wishes are about to unleash an unspeakable evil. Be careful what you wish for. Some wishes were never meant to be granted. The special features included are the making of, a director's sketchbook and notes, original promo materials, a photo gallery, and trailers. On the inside, we get no pamphlet, but just the DVD. Alright, as far as this movie goes, I gotta say I love the opening scene of the movie. Although it's a long establishing shot, I like it because it looks like a haunted scene. It's a night scene with stairs, wind is blowing hard. In a way, the scene reminds me of The Village of Whisper, which is the stage from Hisako and Killer Instinct. Anyways, the stair scene is where the key element of the film is taking place. Just like the other movies mentioned, it involves an all-girls school with a somewhat long build-up. However, once the wishing stair element is revealed in the film, the movie really gets going. I actually like this movie. In a way, it reminds me of the Monkey's Paw short story, which is written by W.W. Jacobs, where you have to be careful what you wish for. So overall, I believe Wishing Stairs was the best in my opinion of the three films. There are more sequels from these movies, but I currently own the first three movies. Although the plot suffers from pacing because of introducing characters' development, it makes up for the climax and impact. Another downside of the movie is that the so-called ghosts in the movies aren't really scary. It's not your stereotypical transparent or scary looking ghost. No, in these movies, the ghosts are full flesh and blood. Remember when I said that Whispering Corridors in a way reminds me of The Grudge? It really did, but the only difference is that the so-called ghost didn't look intimidating. I won't spoil who the ghost is in Whispering Corridor, but what is more scarier? An Oreo vengeful spirit? Or a so-called ghost that looks like a regular human in flesh and blood? The answer is quite obvious. The main horror element is that people are getting killed in the school. In a way, it's a recipe for a slasher film, but with a ghost involved. As far as Memento Mori is concerned, it's quite good, but I feel like there's more drama than scare factor in the film. And the so-called reveal of the ghost in that movie was a letdown in my opinion. Worse than Whispering Corridor. The ghost in this feature turns out to be a force of nature. I mean, it looks ridiculous in my opinion. I guess the only horror element in this movie was the suicide scene. And the force of nature reveal, I guess. That's pretty much it. Maybe if the movie is viewed more like a drama and not horror, it would have been getting higher praises from me. However, the concept of wishing stare is the one I enjoy the most. The horror elements are premonitions, visions, hauntings in the room, or supernatural facts that there's a legend regarding the wishing stares. I dig it. I remember there was this one scene where the girl's taking a shower and the water changed into blood. It was weird and creepy, but I liked it. As far as the wishing is concerned, it shows that there's benefits for the character who makes the wish, but it also shows consequences. And I think that's why I relate more to this movie. Also, the music. Yes, the music used in the stair scenes give it a real creepy vibe. Now, as far as the ghosts come in the picture, well, the movie builds up to the ghosts. In fact, there's scenes where characters are hearing noises and things are moving, but unfortunately the ghost is a letdown since its appearance is just a vision of a regular person. But it doesn't take away from the tension and horror in this story. The ghost mentally torments its victim near the end. Overall, the movies are average at best. They are toned down in violence, so if you're looking for gore and violence, these movies aren't for you. However, I would recommend it to anyone who's into the creepy aspect, especially for anyone who's into Asian horror. All these films' main connections involve a all-girl school with a type of encounter. I think it's obvious I favor Wishing Stairs from the first 3 movies of the Whispering Corridors series. There are more movies in the series, however, I haven't watched them yet. However, stay tuned, I will go over those films in the future. Anyways, that's all I have. I hope you like and spark the interest. If you like what you see, leave a like and comment on what you think of any of the films. Also, feel free to mention the other sequels as well. And also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I constantly update the channel with content. I am out. Peace.